All right, we've arrived at Cypress Lake and I'm just getting ready to unpack. And as you can see, I am literally the only person in this entire national park this trip. And what's really cool is that the firewood, you can burn as much as you need for the hot tents and stuff. They just keep it all supplied here. Oh, this wagon is a thing of beauty. I can't believe how much stuff I got on it. Well, I can hope that the snow isn't so bad when I leave that it would be just as easy coming out, but time to get ready and go check out the site. Crazy. All you have to do is put your hand out. Come. Well, hey gang, really excited to get this one going. If you've never used the OneTigris products before, I'm not sponsored by them at all, but this is the third tent that I've gotten from them. I have a sleeping bag as well. And this one is the OneTigris, what's it called again? Some geometric shape. I'll come up with it and put it in the description. But it actually has an interesting back, which I'll show you closer up later on. But this is a great hot tent, very easy to set up. It's a teepee style, and stay tuned as we start to get it going. Okay guys, I didn't want to bore you with the all of the guy lines, but I did put them all in as we're supposed to get quite a bit of wind and storms. And as you can see, this thing is quite a unique shape. Looks like a teepee until now, but you get this bump out at the back. And it's not just for looks or space. It actually has vents back here so that when you're hot tenting, you can actually open those up a little bit to get some more draft, which is really cool. So very practical and very spacious. chill in the air and the fact that you get a little damp when you're working, you definitely got to take care of that. And I got lots of layers on, I'm not worried, but nonetheless, it feels so good when you get a fire going on that hot stove and everything starts to dry out. See the steam coming off your clothes. It really is a nice thing to do. I spoke with my brother. Hopefully he'll be here tomorrow. He's on the tail end of a really bad cold and he's potentially worried about one of his lungs collapsing. But he said he was working with drywall today, so maybe that's the only problem. But at any rate, nice to be out here, even if it ends up just being me. Oh, that's good. I know people don't like instant coffee. I don't like instant coffee. But when you're camping in the cold and you need a quick fix, you can't beat it. Get a lot of these little spots in there. Well, one other note when hot tetting, for those who haven't done it before, fire produces lots of gases. One of them is carbon monoxide, which can be deadly. So you need to get yourself one of these little guys. I don't care which brand. I just picked this one up. It does flash green once in a while to let me know that the levels are okay. And then when I press it, it actually tells me more information. So yes, we're okay. It's about 5 degrees Celsius in here right now. 99% humidity. That's probably just because it's been in a bag for a while. And CO is 0 parts per million, which is exactly what we like. It also has an audible alarm, so if something does go awry in the middle of the night, and I've seen stories of it where somebody's flue, snapped shut, and then there was lots of smoke coming into the tent, and the alarm went off and woke them up, because smoke is one of those things you don't wake up for, right? And so honestly, you can spend 40 or 50 bucks and get one of these. They're rechargeable. I've heard this particular one lasts for 11 days to 12 days. So I just charged it up for the trip. I'm only here for 3 days. So how do you go wrong? Anyways, nice peace of mind. Well, you might be disappointing me in gang, but first night, like it has been a long day. And I got about 4.5 hours sleep last night. The night before, about 3 hours. Night before that, I had insomnia too. So I am cooked. But good news, I got this vegetable medley rice. And it's already cooked. It's in the bag. You just kind of mush it up. So I'm just going to boil some water. And then just let this bag sit in there for, you know, I don't know, 10 minutes. So it warms up a bit. So it's a little more nice to eat. And then I'm going to dig into that. And that'll be supper. No dishes to do. Go for a walk, take it to the garbage, and nice. All right, see how it goes. And sorry, one more thing. Of course, I can't leave well enough alone. Some pork floss here. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but look it up on the internet. It's an Asian thing. It takes a while to make, but it's literally, I've vacuum sealed it, but it's like cotton candy. You can use pork or chicken. I think I've seen even people do it with beef, but it's 100% dehydrated. So that'll keep in a container in the fridge for like a year. And in a bag like this, probably 2 years. So it's really good. So I'm going to probably have some of this tonight with my rice to get some protein, because I do like to have some, you know, protein as well, right? So bangers, love it. Well, as you know, I'm waiting for the rice to come up to temperature in there. It's already cooked, so I don't have to worry about that. And we are living large. Look at all this firewood. And we've got the CO2 monitor there, letting us know how things are. So far, so good. We got the boots hanging. We got the jacket drying. We got the door open because it is really, really hot in here. And got the cooking supplies over here. I love these boxes. You can get them from different suppliers. I actually got these ones at Costco, but that's my cooking box. And it's a bit of a mess because we're cooking. Everything's out. And then I've got another one over here for electronics. So my computer, power supplies, different things. Yeah, just fantastic. Can't be happier. And I know people say like, oh my God, you know, it's so much work, right? I got here early afternoon, spent the whole afternoon setting up camp, cutting wood, getting things ready, super tired. But you know what? That's the point. It's super fun to, you know, go back to, you know, doing things when they were hard, doing things when they were rewarding, because as others have said, hard work is good work, right? And camping reminds you of that. So I'm in the AI business. I deal with technology every single day, for those that don't know. And I actually used AI to help me plan for this trip. And, you know, it's absolutely incredible just how far we've come with technology to do these things now. So I'll share a little bit more about that as the camping trip progresses. But finding this place, planning my itinerary, everything done with AI. And I think it's kind of a neat marriage to think of the old school thing of camping, hardcore. And then as you can see from my, it's not a GoPro, it's a similar camera. And all the technology we have coming together, and AI is the next. Well, I don't know if we can hear that, gang, but we're definitely getting some snow now. It's just been going for probably the last 30 to 40 minutes. Starting to get some accumulation outside, so I'm sure the morning shot will be a little snowier than what you saw earlier, so stay tuned. Well, hey boys and girls, it is the day 2 in the morning. Just went to the Jeep and put it into 4-wheel drive. I got a battery pack charging in there too, because it's supposed to come down pretty good. And it started very late last night. Very slushy, wet rain to start day 2. But I do hear that my brother got on the road early, so we should see him in the next couple of hours. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning right now. I've been up since about, I don't know, 6. Got about 6 hours of sleep last night. Plenty of time stoking the fire, and that's the thing with hot tenting. You have 2 choices. One, stay warm and stay tired, a little bit anyway, or let the fire go out and get cold, rely on your sleep system to get you through the night. And some people prefer them. I get up in the night anyway, I'm old, so it's not like it's any big difference to me. Just like a normal night at home. But Yeah, really good spot so far. I'm a little worried about the weather. They're calling for potentially 50 centimeters, and I don't know what that's going to mean, if they're going to shut down the park, if they actually plow in here to let people get out. I don't know. I guess you'll find out when I know. So back to the tent now. Like I said, that thing performed like a champ last night. See a little bit of snow left over, and nice and warm in there. Well, we made our bed. We're gonna let this fire in here die out because it is now officially daytime. And how nice does that look? Just boiling some water for some coffee right now on the table over there, and we got the nice fire going here to keep things warm in the morning. Have it ready for when my brother gets here. And we'll definitely need to keep some fire going in the morning to warm our souls and spirits. Well, breakfast of champions going on here, and you know what everyone calls this, but in my mind, even if it's not the right formula or method for cooking, it's bannock. And I did see this on a couple of other camping videos. A nice way to have some breakfast. What I don't have is butter and honey, which is what a lot of the guys do. Oh, hello. Looks like we got someone who's interested in some of this as well. Oh, careful, you're gonna burn your feet. Hey, hey. Oh, jeez. Don't do it. Anyways, we'll guard this and stop the birds from trying to land on the pan. Well, once you start cooking, all the creatures show up. Hope it's only the little ones. Nice little chippy coming in to have a look and see what we're doing here too. Starting to come together. And what would you be doing? They are definitely bold as brass, eh? Hey everybody, my brother made it. Here we are, and just in time for Snowmageddon, eh?
Just in time. Test out the Gore-Tex.
Yeah. So we got everything set up nice. Camp is good. We got a nice little, if you ever got a tarp set up for cooking. We even have a tent for storage there. And then of course our primary living space. So it is going to start coming down. Flakes have gotten really big all of a sudden, eh?
Yes.
All right. So we'll see a little later, and the whole space will be a lot wider. Just heading down towards Cypress Lake right now, which is what the campground is named after. My brother leading the way. Figure we get a good walk in before Snowmageddon. Pretty, eh?
Yeah, from what you can see.
I can't believe I left all my fishing gear at home, but I figured, you know what, I can't really, anything I could catch from shore is probably not in season, so what are you gonna do, eh? Nice little lookout point here in Cypress Lake. I'm really impressed with how beautiful it is here. It's absolutely just gorgeous. So we're trying to head towards the grotto. We'll let you know if we actually have success and get there or not. But look at this, just super duper beautiful. Wow. How nice is that, eh, bro?
Beautiful. Beautiful, eh?
Yeah, just walking along and heard a noise up in the tree. And there's a couple of grouse. So cool. Well, here we go. Something I was looking forward to very, very much.
What's that?
The grotto.
Oh, yeah.
Ready for the grand reveal?
Oh,
Look at that, eh?
oh my God.
It's wild, eh?
Oh, man. Yeah, it's worth the drive.
Here's the grotto. Okay, I'm here with my brother again, and we have to do the obligatory beer shot, which everyone does in the hot tenting videos. So
I'm going to be honest. This is a lager. It's an honest lager.
and I'm drinking a Tobermory Bruce Trail, and that's what we walked on today to get down to the grotto, so it seems appropriate.
Yeah, it sure does.
We got a nice fire going here now.
Dude,
Squalls
got
are coming
fire
through.
going. Yeah.
And Les, I mentioned, when I actually planned my camping list for this, I was using AI.
Yeah.
And we were just chatting with a voice assistant a minute ago. What'd you think of that crazy thing?
Well, I liked it because so far on this camping trip, it's the only intelligence we've had. So, pretty good.
I love it.
Here comes the squall.
Oh, jeez. This is what we're dealing with here.
This is what we're doing with.
Oh my God.
It's like, woo! That's okay. We're ready for this.
Well, with that, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to being true Canadians.
Well, for those that are still watching our outdoor adventure here in Tobermory, you can see we're cooking bison steaks over the fire. Got some mashed potatoes. And these squalls have been squally, but not a lot of deposit yet, so I'm sure it's going to get snowy overnight. So time to go enjoy some dinner. Well, my brother and I walking along here by the edge of Cypress Lake. Found these weird footprints. And anyone guess what they are? Beaver. Pretty cool, eh? All right, Lester and I are back out at the grotto today, and a little different.
Woo! What a difference a day makes.
It's pretty fresh, eh?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Just beautiful.
It's West and his brother Les, and we're getting it. That snow we were talking about is definitely coming in hard now. It's been pretty steady, wouldn't you say, Les, for the last couple hours?
Yes, indeed. We like to call this the lake effect here in Ontario.
Absolutely. And it is lake affecting. So it's funny, we've been here a couple days and watching all the news and stuff for the snowfall warnings and saying, oh, it's not coming. But as you can see, it's coming. It's here. So we'll tune in a little later, maybe share some fireside stories tonight, and then certainly tomorrow morning to get a view of us coming out of the tent, hopefully. Talk to you tomorrow at the latest. What you doing in there, Lester?
Oh, just about to put on some warm boots.
Nice.
My boots I've had on my feet all day since we got up. We've done hiking in the snow all day. They've held up really well, but now it's time for some nice dry boots.
Nice. And how's it in the tent?
Oh my God, it's so nice in here.
Nothing like a hot tent, eh?
I almost feel guilty. Almost. Almost.
Well, not very glamorous, but here we are. Drying out boots, boot inliners, sandals, and you can't see up here, but we have a whole bunch of clothes, which are actually literally, see if you can see it, hanging from the rafters, if you will, because obviously heat rises, so everything we can do to get that heat to come up and dry everything out, which is awesome. Well, here we are on Saturday, the day we're going home, and it really came down last night. But it was so beautiful. Storage tent held up, which is good because it did collapse once yesterday. But just look at this, eh? Well, this is what the parking lot looks like. We're starting to pack out our stuff, and the adventure's just begun. They have not shoveled out in here yet, as you can see. But it's a beauty.